Hello Internet, what's up my peeps? My robo mower, Magoo Jr, isn't fond of steep hills, few robo mowers are, and when going down this particular hill he is digging some pretty impressive ruts, as you can see. So in this video I'm going to do my best to prevent him from doing just that by setting some stone to the right of the border. So with that said, let's get to it.
This isn't the most innovative pattern, but it's the one that uses the least amount of stones. I need approximately, or very close to, the same amount of stone as I have at home for the rest of this. So I need to buy 20 stones. It's 40 centimeters in width, the tires. That's between here and here, roughly. So the wire needs to go in the middle of this. But first, I need some more stone to make sure that this all works out as intended. I remember that I had some stone I could repurpose from another part of the garden. I need to mix and match a bit so I don't get all the weathered stones in one go and all the newer stones in one place. But it works out really nicely. This of course will change since these are only approximately placed, but as you can see, this is really close to that stone, and this is really close to this stone. And then I need to fill out this as well as this part here. Yeah, we're gonna need to do something about this one. This is a really old one. I do not do them like this nowadays. As you can see, this gave us a really nice, well-defined line to dig out to.
figured it'd be a lot easier to start at the bottom and work my way up, which meant that I simply placed the rightmost stone as far down as it would go and then aligned the rest of the stones to that.
This gravel is a bit too coarse as well, but it's what I had at hand.
I realized that I needed to set the stone closest to the lawn first if I were to be able to set any of the other stone properly.
And that's us, done for the day. Absolutely not perfect, but as good as it gets. If the weather allows, tomorrow we'll be cutting the missing pieces here and the ones down here. really sure what happened, but yeah, goofed on this one. Hit the gap is proper, but over here it's way too big. But I'm not gonna redo this. This entire area is super complicated. This is one angle, this is another angle, and this all have to sort of somehow mesh. So this will always be a bit messy. Oh boy, this one was really fiddly. This stone has this angle, and this stone is a lot more straight up. So I kinda needed to do a little tweaking on this all. But it's in there good enough now. And yeah, it's absolutely not perfect. This looks a bit weird. Perhaps I should cut that off. I'm just gonna leave well enough alone. If anyone points this out, well, then they can do something about it.
This green light means two things. One, that he's or it's done charging, and two, that there's a break in the guide wire. If I would have had half a brain, I'd checked this before I started, but I didn't. So now I have to figure out where it's broken. It could very well be where I placed the stone.
So here's the culprit. For some reason, this connection was twisted together, I think, and then just left as is. I'm not really sure why. I don't think there was even any CA glue or super glue on it. So yeah, no wonder it didn't last the winter. I spoke too soon. There was another break. Perhaps the first one I showed wasn't really a break. I've actually made things worse. How about that, huh? I debated for a while what I was going to use to prevent Magoo Jr from going off into the borders, and in the end I settled for pressure treated lumber. Initially I tried to do a number of cuts to get the sort of bendy effect, and it works. It's as long as you don't push it, it bends nicely. But this is overkill. I never need these type of bends. So it's a lot quicker and easier to just cut separate pieces and string them together. I had a piece of pressure treated timber that was roughly square. Then I just sharpened them a bit with an axe to give them somewhat of a chance to be driven into the ground. The main purpose is to keep Magoo on the straight and narrow. So as long as he doesn't push it out of the way, this should be good enough. But the proof is in the pudding, so let's give it a try. Not exactly gracious, he gets confused when he bumps into things, it seems. But he survived, and that's the only thing that counts. In the end, I think it worked out all right. It could have gone better, of course, but I wasn't about to tear up the stone and start over again. Fingers crossed I don't have to revisit this again. I do enjoy working with stone, but I prefer when the result is something that is not worse than when I started. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this useful, interesting, entertaining, or all of the above. Please stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.